Oh hey there guys, here's another prediction game video match. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, 2 out of 3 falls match. First Sheamus' World Heavyweight Championship match. It's Daniel Bryan's rematch and it happens at Extreme Rules 2012. So we're finally gonna get the one-on-one match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Wrestlemania 27, although it wasn't for the World Heavyweight Championship, it was for the United States Championship. That match got bumped off the card. It was a dark match instead, and they actually turned it into a battle royale or something like that. And also, you know, this year's WrestleMania 28, we were supposed to have this match, and we did, but it wasn't an actual, well, it was an actual match, but it was 18 seconds, so you can't really judge the match. I mean, 18 seconds, you know, one finisher and that's it. No moves in between or before the finisher. So finally we get a match. Wouldn't it be crazy if they actually bumped this match off the Extreme Rules card, or if somehow this match didn't happen, or what if this match lasts 36 seconds, 2 bro kicks in a row basically. I think a lot of people would be raging, you know, especially this is the Chicago crowd. So if Daniel Bryan loses in 18 seconds, I mean 36 seconds or whatever, 2 bro kicks in a row, I think the people there would be freaking mad as hell. And not just them, you know, just everybody watching. Well, not everybody, you know. I'm sure there's some Daniel Bryan haters out there that would love to see Daniel Bryan lose so quickly. And actually there's been some people thinking that Sheamus could turn heel. You know, since recently, Daniel Bryan's been so over with the crowd. The crowd's been cheering, yes, yes, yes. They've been cheering his name, even when he's not on TV, even when he's not competing in a match, even when the segment doesn't even involve Daniel Bryan, it involves somebody else. They're cheering Daniel Bryan, they're cheering yes, yes, yes. So, you know, some people have been throwing around the idea of having a double turn, where Sheamus turns heel and Daniel Bryan turns face. But, you know, after what Daniel Bryan did to AJ, it doesn't seem like something they plan on doing anytime soon. Because despite the yes, yes, yes chants and him renaming the label lock to the yes lock, oh, I'm looking forward, by the way, to Extreme Rules when he puts on that yes lock. You know, the crowd, I'm sure, is going to be chanting yes, yes, yes during that finisher. I just can't wait, you know, for the pay-per-view. Just, you know, the crowd is going to be amazing, you know. But anyways, what was I saying again? Yeah, I can't see Daniel Bryan turning face right now and Sheamus turning heel, especially after all they've done, you know, to build up Sheamus. You know, I don't think he's lost the match, a one-on-one match, by pinfall, you know, leading up to WrestleMania. You know, ever since he finished his feud with Mark Henry as a face, when Sheamus was a face and Mark Henry was a heel, Sheamus was like won every single match he was in. The only match he lost was a tables match against Wade Barrett, and a fluke loss by roll-up against Daniel Bryan in a tag team match on Raw before WrestleMania. But despite that, he never got pinned by anybody else before WrestleMania. And recently he got pinned by Mark Henry, but that also was a fluke. Obviously, you know, Daniel Bryan did a quick count as the referee. So yeah, I can't see, especially, you know, with him winning the Rumble. Like I said, I just can't see them turning Sheamus heel and Daniel Bryan face during this feud. And despite the yes chants, they've been trying to get the crowd to actually be against Daniel Bryan, to you know, to draw heat, to get boos from the crowd. Yeah, you know, they've had him claim that the yes chants are people mocking him. They've had Daniel Bryan just yell at AJ like every single week on SmackDown, tell her to go away, to shut up, to, you know, things that heels do. I mean, Daniel Bryan is a heel, of course, but they've really stepped it up a notch ever since, you know, the yes chants and the Daniel Bryan chants. But the crowd still keeps on chanting yes. But are they chanting yes in support of Daniel Bryan, or are they chanting yes because Daniel Bryan said those who are chanting yes are mocking him, so they're trying to mock him? I don't think so. I think they're chanting yes in support of Daniel Bryan, actually. But the WWE wants you to think that they're chanting it. You know, they're doing it to mock Daniel Bryan, when I don't think they are. At least I'm not. When I'm cheering yes, I'm not saying yes to mock Daniel Bryan, that's for sure. By the way, speaking of Daniel Bryan's yes, did you guys check out the article that they posted up on, you know, WWE.com? They're actually asking fans to send in pictures of them yesing. They're actually calling it yesing. What Daniel Bryan does, you know, raising his arms and just yelling yes, yes, yes. They're calling it yesing, and they're asking fans to either tweet them pictures of themselves doing what Daniel Bryan is doing, you know, raising your hand in the Daniel Bryan type pose and yelling yes, I guess, and send them photos and I think videos too. An email. They made an email like yesing like Daniel Bryan 2012 or something like that at gmail.com. And they want fans. They want fans to send in pictures of them yesing. So it's really big. It's a big thing now. Even, you know, they're actually acknowledging it. They made a T-shirt. Obviously, now they're asking people to send in yesing pictures. And also, they made an article about, I don't know, a week back or so, just talking about yes and Daniel Bryan's yes and how it's gotten popular, and saying the name of the article is yes the new what, and that's also, you know, on their official site. So they're really acknowledging it and just taking advantage of the whole yes phenomenon, I guess. So, you know, I think, like I said in my prediction game, the official prediction game video, I think Sheamus is gonna win this one, but it's gonna be interesting to see what Daniel Bryan's gonna do next after he loses this. Like, are they gonna have another rematch for the championship? You know, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus one-on-one, or are they maybe gonna get Del Rio in there if, you know, they're not gonna take Daniel Bryan out of the title scene just yet, or maybe get somebody else in there? I have somebody in mind, Christian. See, if you guys remember, before WrestleMania, when Christian was supposed to be on John Laurinaitis' team, and I was actually going to make a video about this, but you know what, I'm just going to talk about it right now in this video, and I just won't do the other video. Before WrestleMania, John Laurinaitis, when he put Christian on the team, he said, if we win, if our team wins, then I promise, or I guarantee you another World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm going to give you one more match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And John Laurinaitis' team won. I mean, Christian, yeah, he wasn't in the team, you know, because of the injury, you know, caused by CM Punk. Well, it wasn't really caused by CM Punk, but, you know, storyline was, it was. So, you know, maybe John Laurinaitis will still honor that promise despite Christian not being on the team because of that injury. And Christian would get another championship match. And maybe he comes back after Daniel Bryan loses at Extreme Rules. Or there's another possibility, and that's Del Rio. You see, Del Rio, he had a match with Sheamus a couple weeks back, where he told Sheamus that John Laurinaitis gave him one-on-one match with Sheamus, and if Del Rio won that match, it was a non-title match on SmackDown. If Del Rio won, then he'd get a future World Heavyweight Championship match, and he won that match by disqualification, but he still won. Or was it by countouts? I think it was by disqualification. Yeah, it was by disqualification. He gave the chair to Sheamus and acted as if Sheamus hit him. So, Del Rio is obviously in line at some point for the championship match. And now Del Rio is also drafted to SmackDown. So, I'm pretty sure that he's going to get that championship match very soon. Maybe as soon as the next pay-per-view. So, Over the Limit. Or maybe even SmackDown after Extreme Rules. I'm thinking maybe Daniel Bryan, you know, loses at Extreme Rules. And then we could have Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus versus Del Rio in the three-way match at Over the Limit. Or maybe Daniel Bryan gets another one-on-one rematch against Sheamus. And after that one-on-one match, there's Money in the Bank, I think. And at Money in the Bank, they could have Sheamus versus Del Rio. There's just a lot of possibilities. Or, like I said, Christian could return. They could have maybe Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan versus Del Rio versus Christian in a four-way match. Actually, I think that would be freaking great. That would be that would be a match I'd like to see. I would be looking forward to that. I like Fatal 4-Way matches. Not that big of a fan of Del Rio, but 4-Way matches are entertaining in my opinion. And I'm a big fan of Daniel Bryan. I'm a big fan of Christian. Sheamus, not so much. He's okay, but I'm not a big fan. And like I said, Del Rio, nah, he got boring a while back. But yeah, so there's so many possibilities for who Sheamus defends his title against. And, as far as Daniel Bryan goes, if he doesn't, stay in the title picture after this match at Extreme Rules, maybe he's going to feud with Randy Orton. I mean, who else would Daniel Bryan feud with, on SmackDown other than Randy Orton? Randy Orton could beat Kane, and then they could start a feud between Daniel Bryan and Orton. But at the same time, I do hear that, well, I did hear before that they did want to do Randy versus Del Rio at WrestleMania, but Del Rio was injured, so they couldn't do that. But now they can, so maybe they will. But anyways, before I end this video, I would like to state that there's like one scenario I can see where Daniel Bryan could actually win the championship match this Sunday at Extreme Rules and win back his championship. And that's if AJ turns heel and helps Daniel Bryan, win the championship. Maybe helps him get that second fall. So she turns heel and helps him win the championship in hopes of Daniel Bryan taking her back. But honestly, I think there's only a slight chance of Daniel Bryan winning that championship. And even if AJ does turn heel, I think she might help him get one fall in the match, but that's it. Sheamus would win the other 2 falls. So anyways, that's it for this video. If you enjoy this video, if you want to show your support, you can click that like button / thumbs up button. I'm going to make a goal of 25 likes for this video. And yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for my other prediction game videos, and see ya, guys.